Today on the channel, we slam in the back of a Dragula with Music Maniacs, McFarlane Toys, Rob Zombie.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Music Maniacs McFarlane Toys unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Rob Zombie. But for all your Rob Zombie Music Maniacs needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. And Big Bad shipping these guys out right now. We've unboxed Ozzy, we've unboxed Alice Cooper, we've unboxed Eddie the Trooper. Now we're finishing off with Rob Zombie. Be interesting to see what else we get in the future from this line. As I do like my heavy metal action figures here, and Rob Zombie, once again, like the other guys we mentioned, no strangers to action figures in the past, but here we are once again with some more action figures of Rob Zombie. A little bit plain here, but this is kind of a cool one because I look at this, you could maybe put this guy in your crowd. He could be a street guy. He could be whatever you really want him to be, or he could be Rob Zombie. So you choose your own adventure with this one. And of course, we're going to choose our own adventure the way we do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old Rob Zombie's up to. Looking a bit like a ghost there with a white face, of course. Music Maniacs line. Got that Fender style guitar over there on the side. Limited edition, one of 6,200 pieces. So we talked about Alice Cooper being 8,000. Everybody else kind of floating around that area. Very interesting. Would love to know how they came up with the numbered editions for these and how they chose that. Would love to know, Todd, but Todd says he's throwing that away. He's not going to share his practices. Maybe at San Diego Comic-Con he will. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully San Diego Comic-Con, maybe we'll see some more of these guys too. We'll see what happens along the way. Rob Zombie on here. McFarlane Toys, 12 and up, 11-year-olds. Mark Summers, escort them all out of here. And this does say it's from his Hellbilly Deluxe album all the way back in 1998. Rob Zombie. So interesting. I don't know. I think I would know this as Rob Zombie, but you could really have this guy pass for other people if you really wanted him to. It could just be like a guy in the street, a homeless guy or something if you wanted him to be. Choose your own adventure. It's your action figure set, of course, as we know. Forgot we do get a card with this bad boy. Let's see what's going on. Find out what limited number this is of 6,200. Which one did I get? Probably number 1, I'm sure. That would be the one to get, but I don't know if they're passing that one out. I'm guessing they are not. There we go. Gosh, making it hard. All this tape, this Cambodian tape even on here. What do we got here? Ooh, I got a low number, 379 of 6,200. So coming in low. That's about as low as I've got so far, I think. See you later. Goodbye. Spin it. See you later. Goodbye. Little plastic prison coming next. See you later. Off to the side. Goodbye. Bam. Rob Zombie looking only like a Rob Zombie could look. He's got 2 different times held in there, so we're going to free him from this prison. I think we are. Let's see. There it is. All right. We're getting there. Business is picking up. Oh, we got some more of that Cambodian cannibal tape. Todd and his tape. Unbelievable. Whoa. Lost it. Lost it. See you later up high. And there it is. And of course, we do get this microphone stand. We've seen this with every single one. We didn't get this, though, with Eddie the Trooper, as we know, but we did get the microphone and the stand. I guess it does work for these guys. They are singers, so makes sense. It is on brand. It is a nice stand for them. So seen it before, we'll see it again. But now we get Rob Zombie here. And Rob Zombie looks like he's just running a Target in a cold winter's day is kind of what it looks like. He's got that patented dark with like whitish, almost like you put powder in his hair. Rob Zombie hair. He's got the big bushy beard going on. And then he's got a little bit of eye face paint going around the eyes there. And he's got a little teeth showing, a little kind of Elvis lip there as well. And then he's got a scarf going on. And then a nice button-down shirt underneath that. A big old coat, overcoat here in black. And then he's got some kind of poor man gloves here. Fingerless gloves looking very interesting. Black boots, black pants, and that's it. I mean, it just looks kind of like a guy. A spooky guy, maybe a creepy guy. But doesn't really give a lot of pizzazz. Not too much different than the Ozzy Osbourne. But Ozzy's just kind of Ozzy, I guess. And Rob Zombie's not quite Rob Zombie. Does that even make sense? But Rob Zombie's coming on his way. He's got a loyal fan base. He's the king of headlining summer tours, as we do know. But an interesting one, and I guess probably the low man on the totem pole out of the 4. I guess it'd be interesting to rank those guys, and I guess we could do that right here if we wanted to. But first, let's do the articulation. Arms all the way around for us, side to side at the elbow, single jointed elbows, hands back and forth, head back and forth. Oh, got a little bit of waist in there. You do get the legs that go up, single jointed knee, a little side to side, not, well, a decent amount of side to side, and then nothing at the ankles for old Rob Zombie. But then he does plug just into that stand very easily here. There's 1, there's 2, and Zombie's ready to go, ready to get after it, ready to sing Dracula if he needs to, I guess, is what he's got going on. And Rob Zombie, for me, it's all about the House of Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. 3 from Hell, I don't know. That was one of those saddest movies I've ever seen, as I was really amped up for that, because Devil's Rejects is probably my favorite movie of all time. 3 from Hell was pretty disappointing follow-up. Even me, who loves the property so much, very disappointing. But we got Rob Zombie there, but let's get the rest of his cohorts out. Of course, we got Alice Cooper doing his thing. We got Eddie the Trooper, got to have him. And then, of course, we do have Ozzy. Now, if I tried to put these in order of my favorite to least favorite, now, Eddie the Trooper is going to be number 1 for me. Got to put him at number 1. I just think the Iron Maiden mascot Eddie, of course, translates to action figures better than any of these other guys. So that's an easy number 1 for me. Number 2, going to be a little bit of a sleeper here for me. It's probably Alice Cooper. And Alice Cooper, a lot of looks over the years, but this is classic Alice. It's Welcome to My Nightmare. I really like how this one was done. Really looks really good. The snake is an extra touch. Then after that, I'm going to go Ozzy, then Rob Zombie. Even though I'm not a big fan of this Ozzy look from his recent studio album, it's still Ozzy at the end of the day, and it's cool to have an Ozzy, and you can easily take this backpack off and just have a regular Ozzy figure. So you could have him in your wrestling ring, you could have him guest ring bell, or he could be in the audience, do whatever you want. I think that is pretty cool. And then you get Rob Zombie looking a little short, especially in height compared to these guys, but just not really feeling like Rob Zombie to me. I feel like he almost needs a little bit more to the outfit, or maybe some kind of like more face paint going on, or a wilder costume, because he really just looks like a homeless guy waiting for some soup at the soup kitchen is what it looks like to me. But all in all, a fun set so far. It'll be interesting to see where we go from here. Limited by the articulation. I would have loved to see these more DC multiverse style. A little bit bigger, a little bit more articulation. Could have been a little bit funner. But for what these are, they are cool. Great desk displays if that is your thing, or an office display. Just a fun line, all things considered. Maybe a little pricey for what you get, and the numbering is a little strange. But besides that, pretty fun to get musicians in action figure form, especially hard rock and heavy metal ones, which is my wheelhouse, so I'm here for it. So we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe San Diego Comic-Con 2024 right around the corner. But there it is. Old Rob Zombie, what's your thoughts on these guys? Pickups, passes, long games, pick and choose game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. Check out all the videos over there. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, and Eddie, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.